Hello, I am Clara Stevens. I am genuinely excited to welcome you to Courageous Coaching Conversations with Dr. Clara Stevens. Your world of compassion awaits you, and we are genuinely glad you are here. You are a part of a growing community of courageous, empathetic, and creative individuals who collaborate and connect globally. To returning members, it's lovely to see you and to see you back. So let's get started. Do you have a life experience or a story that can make a difference in the world? I'm talking about transforming your story into a book. See, it is time to turn your story into a book and share your experience. Maya Angelou once said, "Once meant more than what is written on paper." It takes the human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning. I am saying do not wait any longer because you don't even have to. Please pursue your dream and reach your potential by sharing your story. My life's journey through the valley led me to become the author of 2 published books that can inspire and empower you, with many more books on the way. My autobiography, I Am Not Forgotten, God Knows My Name. In the book, I shared an incredible story of my life's journey. It is a tale of overcoming unimaginably inhumane, sordid, and undignified experiences and finding purpose in adversity. Despite being cheated, discouraged, humiliated, the grace of God kept me calm and enabled me to leverage divine strength and counsel. Through a teachable spirit, which I am blessed through the journey of this year, one of the gifts of these troubles and trial I experience, one of them is having a teachable spirit. And I want to let you know that after reading my book, you will discover the highlights of Clara's journey to becoming a God-loving, compassionate, and empathetic woman. In the book, you will learn how courage, patience, and divine spirit inspire me to harness spiritual strength and to embrace victory in the face of challenges. Do not miss out on this incredible read. Learn to live with gratitude and find divine strength like I did. Clara's book is available in every bookstore and on Amazon. However, if you desire or eager to get your hands on a copy of Clara's book, please leave a message in the comment section. Your generous donation towards postage cost is greatly appreciated. After diving into the book, I personally would love to hear your thoughts in this book. Again, so the first book is I Am Not Forgotten, God Knows My Name by Clara Stevens. Again, I recommend my second book, Woman, You Are Not Alone, A Call to Celebrate Womanhood by Clara Stevens. So, have you been struggling, or have you ever struggled to find fulfillment in life as a woman? Do you feel alone in your struggles and challenges? I recommend my second book, Woman, You Are Not Alone, A Call to Celebrate Womanhood, by Clara Stevens, of course. This book offers practical, in the book, you will see the offer that I try to present biblical lifestyle with the current life of women in this 24th century. This book offers practical guide, extensive advice. In the book, there are real life stories to help women or you or other women to navigate life's trials. Whether you are a teenager or you're preparing for retirement, divorced, widow, or recovering from addiction, these books celebrate the resiliency and strength of women. My book, Woman, You Are Not Alone, A Call to Celebrate Womanhood by Clara Stevens, encourages you to find fulfillment in life. Do not ever give up. It highlights how women in the Bible endures trials and tribulations that are still experienced by women today. With this book, you will find the strength to overcome any challenge that life throws at you. Celebrate womanhood and know that you are not alone. Get your copy of Woman, You're Not Alone today. My books, as stated, are available on Amazon and is a must read for anyone. If you know anyone who seeks to overcome challenges, find divine strength, and want to celebrate womanhood, if you are eager to get your hands on a copy of my book, leave a message in the comment section. Your generous donations toward postage cost is greatly appreciated. After diving into my book, I would love to hear your thoughts. So, as we move on, why am I actually interested in you transforming your book and your story into a book? Is if you have a story that can make a difference in one's life. When you put your pen to paper, your words alone are not enough. How many people do you want to gather and tell your story to? The book will take your story far. And by the grace of God, your book will reach the hands of people who are desperate, looking for help and seeking for someone to understand them and to help them. By reading your book, these women will know that they are not alone. It's very important to know in this world that you are not alone. Your case is not that is unheard of. Because when you read other people's story, that is going to help you to be and strengthen you to arise from boredom, from being tired, from wanting to give up, to know if she can do it, if Clara can do it, so am I. And I bet you are better than I am. Because when I started, there was no help, no hope, no money, hunger, and name it. I went through it all. No shoes, no one to talk to. But thank God for spirituality. Thank God for the Bible. Thank God for church people. Thank God for 1 or 2, 3 people here and there that God's constantly sending to me the lives of the people I've read their story. These are the story, these are the book that constantly giving me hope that, okay, so that is, mine is not too bad. Mine can be better. If she can do it, if he can do it, so am I. These are the stories that inspires me to keeping on, even in the valley. So when you begin to write your book, mind the tone of your voice, the inflection of your voice, and the pitch of your message. are key components. These are very important. They are very key component of effective communication. I know a lot of us try to be politically correct. We try not to offend people. We try to deviate from the truth. And that can hurt your story. It can hurt the depth and the message you are trying to portray, to send to people who really need your story to become alive or to persevere, to rise and begin to march on to glory. So mind whether you share your story at a meeting, with friends, or even in writing. Mind how you present your words, because your word can make or break you. Don't be just free in telling just a story. This matters to you. This is the life that you have lived. This is what you need, which is what you know. This is, you have to present it with truth, the way it is, and let God take the glory. Do not let your voice be one of negative. Try not to be all negative in your story, because this life is not just 100% negative. In my life, often I see a little light, a little ray of light coming. I can see sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel, and I share those. I share the ups and downs, the triumphs, the joy, and this is what life is all about. That is how your book is going to influence people to know that, okay, even after all this gloom, after all this valley, so there is a mountaintop where we can actually rejoice and have fun to the glory of God. So be mindful, not letting everything you say or write be all negative, because that will not be truth if you are still alive. Do not let it be boring. Do not let it be just someone telling story like indifference. This is the life you have lived. The pains, the hurts, the joy has to be reflected in your story. Aim to inspire and motivate your listeners with a tone and pitch that resonate with their hearts and mind. Remember, the power of your story lies not just in what you say, but in how you say it is very important. It doesn't have to be heavy grammar. My books are very simple read, but it conveys the story, the God story, the Spirit's guidance, the Word of God, the little light here and there that God provides for me, that help me to know that of a truth, there is God. God is watching me, is protecting me, God is providing for me. Even as simple as going into the mall to shop, I've often seen things that is just like maybe $1 or 50 cents, when the actual price would have been maybe $50, $100, and I'm like, oh my God, take it to the register, and they will tell me, wow, you are so lucky. And I'm thinking, God, you see me. God, I see what you're saying. I see you, God. You see me, and that gives me joy that even in all this I can still see God. I'm walking and I see people who are so very understanding and helpful, and through that I see God. So I want you to use a very right and encouraging tone in your message, in your story. When we are angry, we use a different tone than when we are in love or happy or in a celebrative state. In your story, there will be some time where it will seem like the world is so quiet and dark and you can't see anybody. And then another time you will see how God shows forth. Those are encouraging things I would like for you to remember when you are writing. It doesn't have to finish in a day. My first book took me 6 years. The I am not forgotten, God knows my name, because that's a walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And yet, by the grace of God, I'm on the mountain top and celebrating the goodness of God in my life. And I pray that you will do the same also. So the key to credibility is authenticity. Be authentic. Be truth. Be you. Consider how your vocal qualities fit your presence and your role and the message that you intend to convey for the world to see. Consider how the message reach out to the people. The story, your story matters. My story matters. But when we come together, when we lock our arms together, then we can go far. We support one another. We become the pillar that we all need. Either encouraging. I've read so many books that help me. I never see these people. I never even met or talked to them. But just reading the book alone become the strength that I needed to arise and keeping on. Your story matters. It conveys tone, energy, precision. Your story can make a difference in someone else's life. Please share your story. So I encourage you to spend some time thinking about your story. Believe in yourself and be the voice that inspires and change lives for better. Also, if you need help, I've come across some channel and some that can help you to write your book. I will put the link in the comment section for you if you need help, if you need someone to hold your hand. It's amazing that I found out that you can even write a book in 12 weeks. I wish I've come across such help during my time. And if you have to pay for it, then why not? When I finished my book, I did pay for proofreading, because many people don't have time, and it's always good for second, third opinion to check what you have written for, so that they can confirm the authenticity of it. If you have to pray for that, since everybody is busy, then go ahead and do it. But do not forget to share your story. It can save life. And so I'm grateful that you are with us today. I want to let you know that sincerely we appreciate your support and are committed to inform you about valuable resources that can help. Your subscription and sharing of our channel with your community mean the world to us. You are an integral part of our journey, and we are grateful for your presence. While we humbly acknowledge our imperfection, we strive to share only loving and empathetic conversations here. We do not judge nobody. Thank you for being a part of our journey. God bless you. See you in the brighter side of the next episode.